Can we all agree that bedding is way too expensive? It's way too expensive, but guess what? Some of my favorite luxury bedding finds are actually really affordable, and they are from Amazon. So in today's video, we're talking about my Amazon bedding favorites. We're talking mattresses, sheets, pillows, the whole 9 yards. So if you've been trying to achieve that luxury look for less, today's video is meant for you. And of course, I'm going to throw in some very good pro tips in today's video. So if you want to achieve that look for less, you gotta stay till the end. Let's get into it. The very first category of the day is sheets, and we're starting with sheets because that is the basis of any good bed. So the first sheet option I want to talk about is this hotel bamboo sheet set. So this sheet set comes with 2 shams, a flat sheet and a fitted sheet. So that's pretty standard for sheet sets. The reason why I love this is it's a bamboo and it's cooling and it's very affordable. So you can actually get a king size of the sheet set for $90. And as far as sheets go, $90 is very affordable. Bamboo sheets are very cooling, they hold up super well, and with any of the sheets, you want to wash them before using them first. That is how the fibers are actually going to relax and you're going to feel really comfortable. Also, when we're thinking about sheets, it's not just about thread count, though thread count is important. That is the number of threads per square inch, but we also care about what the sheets are made out of. So this one is bamboo and cotton is extremely soft. We love the feel of cotton. We wear cotton clothing. So this is why this is a fantastic option. The next tier up is the simple and opulence linen sheet set. In the king size, it is $147. It comes with all of the same things. So the difference here is that this sheet set is made out of linen, and linen is super trendy these days because people love the look of this natural fiber, even though cotton is also a natural fiber. So the reason why you might want to go with linen is because it is extremely moisture wicking. So if you really sweat, linen is a great fabric for you. And linen, it looks really nice, right? We're seeing linen really commonly these days in the modern organic design style, and that is the #1 trending design style. So if you want to accomplish that design style, this is great for you. It's also a cooling fiber, so if you're hot, this is the sheet set you want to use. And I always recommend that people have several sheet sets, and especially sheet sets that they use per season. So this is a sheet set that I would actually use in the summertime, whereas in the wintertime, I might use a cotton, a sateen, or a flannel, depending upon where I live. The only downside of the sheet set is that linen does wrinkle. There are tons of wrinkles in linen, and it is not quite as soft as cotton. But if you don't mind, you know, kind of the texture of linen, I think it is a great option. The top tier sheet option is the Brooklinen Luxe Core sheet set. You guys know I love Brooklinen, and as I have actually worked with them before. So what I love about this sheet set is that it actually made out of sateen. So if you don't know what sateen is, it's very slippery. It's kind of like you're on a slip inside, but you're in your bed in a good way. I don't know if that sounds weird, but in a good way. Sateen is also a very cooling fiber, and it really gives you that hotel feel. When you're staying in luxury hotels, you are getting sateen sheets. So these are kind of closest to like that hotel feel, even more so than those hotel sheets, but sheets are really expensive, and sheets are probably the part of the bed that I would splurge on the most. So definitely check out these Brooklinen ones. Now we're moving on to bed pillows, because we want our bed pillows to be nice and fluffy so that they look good in our pillow arrangement, right? Because we want our bed to look nice and luxe, right? We're all about the luxe look for less. We want the luxe look, but we also want a pillow that feels nice on our heads, right? Because we don't want to be uncomfortable. The first pillow I want to talk about is actually by Amazon Basics. It is a down alternative pillow set. You get 2 for $32. That is a phenomenal price. The reason why it is a little bit more affordable is because it is a down alternative as opposed to down. Down alternative has cotton filling, whereas down pillows have feathers on the inside. So what I really like about these pillows is they're very nice and full. They are extremely plush, but they are still malleable. Something you see a lot of the time with bed pillows and throw pillows that are filled with cotton is that they are very rigid. Whatever shape you buy them at the store is the shape that they're going to stay. But these are extremely malleable. You can move them, you can fluff them, and they kind of look like the RH loungers, but they are down alternative. These are really great for any bedding arrangement, and they're really great for no matter how you sleep. So if you sleep on your back, if you sleep on your side, if you sleep on your stomach, these are good. They might be a little bit tall if you sleep on your stomach, but these are a great option. Next, we have to talk about the Beckham pillows, which are 2 for $43. And these are my most recommended pillows, and we sell them out every single month, and we do that for a reason. These pillows are fantastic. They are filled with down, and they are everything that I described those down alternative pillows to be, but better. They are down, so they are a feather fill, and they are so nice and thick. I have slept on the exact same pillow for the last year, and it looks fresh. It looks brand new right out of the package. It holds its shape well, but it's comfortable for your neck. And I honestly feel like it's fairly cooling. I never overheat with this pillow, and it fills out any pillowcase beautifully. Probably one of the issues you're having with your bedding arrangement is that your pillowcase is too large for the pillow because the pillow is not full. This is going to fill out that pillowcase. And if you're still having that problem, just tuck in the sides of that pillowcase into the cover, and you're going to get nice, crisp, and clean edges that look super sophisticated. The splurge pillow is actually the Casper pillow, which is $57. So this is a memory foam pillow. If you're not familiar with Casper, they make phenomenal bedding products. And the Casper pillow, it's cooling, it is memory foam. It's a little bit hard, right? So it looks nice in a bedding arrangement, not as nice as the cheaper ones actually, but it's good to sleep on. It looks fairly decent, and the reviews are there. And I have one. Well, I don't have one, but my sister-in-law has one. And every time I go over there, I try to, kind of like sneak like a lay down. Yeah, I go lay down in my sister-in-law's house, whatever. But this pillow is fantastic. But when you're looking for luxury pillows, you want to make sure that they sleep well, but also that they're nice and fluffy for your bedding arrangement. Because over are the days where we swap out the pillows on our bed and the pillows that we sleep with. That is way too much trouble. We're not doing that anymore. Now that we have our sheets and our bed pillows, let's talk about a duvet. We're talking about the basics, and then we'll talk about the frills and the bells and whistles after that. So we're going to talk about duvets, and for this category, we're just going to have two. So this duvet is actually by the same company that makes my favorite bed pillows that are down. So the quality is really there, and they have over 3,000 4.8-star reviews, which is incredible for Amazon because someone always has a problem. But I love this one. This is what I actually use in my guest room, and this is what I use if I'm going to double stuff a duvet, a down alternative one like this. But I love this. What's really great about this is that it is quilted. So all of the feathers aren't just kind of shoved in there. When you have a quilted duvet, that means that the feathers are evenly distributed throughout the duvet, so that you don't wake up in the middle of the night with all the feathers on one side and one person kind of like shivering on the other side, really pissed off at the other person. So this is really great. It is down alternative, so it's not as plush as a down one, but you get the look for less, and this is something you could definitely double up on if you want to get a really nice fluffy bedding arrangement. And of course, I have to talk about my all-time favorite duvet. It is the Royal Living Duvet. It is $120, and when I say that this goes on sale all the time, this goes on sale all the time. When I'm filming this, there is a coupon for this duvet, but it might go away. But keep this in your cart. If you're oscillating, just put this in your cart and come back and watch it, right? Don't ever feel obligated to buy anything. Watch this because the price really does go down. But this is fantastic. This is fantastic. I don't have anything better to say about it. The feathers are really evenly distributed. It's very lightweight. You can tell that it has a very high fill power. So you get a lot of warmth. It really insulates you without being really heavy, because I hate feeling like I have a weighted blanket on me when it's just my duvet. I have a weighted blanket, but there was a time and a place for that. So this is absolutely fantastic. It comes in several different colors. I get it in the white because it is technically a comforter, but it does have the loops for a duvet cover. And of course, I have to give you a little lesson. KB's lesson of the day. What is the difference between a duvet and a comforter? A comforter tends to be quilted so that the feathers stay evenly distributed, and it normally does not require a cover, right? It is something you could pull right out of the bag and use it. Whereas a duvet requires a cover, so you can tie the cover, you can zip the cover, you can snap the cover, but it has a cover on it. The reason why I actually really advocate for duvets instead of comforters is due to the fact that comforters do not have a cover. So when they get dirty, you have to put the entire thing in a washing machine, and most of our washing machines cannot accommodate this. So when you have a duvet, all you have to do is wash the duvet cover. Sure, you can wash the duvet itself occasionally, but that's something you do maybe 4 times a year. Maybe 4 times a year. But the cover itself, you put it in the laundry once a week or every other week. I'm not going to judge you. This is a judge-free zone. But you're able to wash it with your normal laundry without having to go to a formal laundromat. So we're on to the next category, duvet covers, because we cannot have a duvet without a duvet cover, because KB's tip of the day told us that. As for our cheapest option, we have this hotel bordered duvet cover, which is $55. So I will say this, I've never actually used this exact one, because the one I used to be made by Wamsutta, but they do not sell it anymore. So this is a close second. So just keep that in mind. I've not actually tried this, but I chose one that has really phenomenal reviews. And when I say I read every single review, I sat there and I read every single review like it was the New York Times, but it was Amazon reviews. But what I really love about this is it has a hotel border. If you don't know what that is, it has a border on it. So it's not just a white duvet. It has a little bit of a pattern, but it's very crisp and clean. Not only does this pattern look really nice, but it also tells you how to orient the duvet. And I know that that's something very simple, but have you ever slept with a lopsided duvet? It is awful because someone's cold. You just don't feel comfortable in the bed. So this tells you exactly how to orient the bed. And it also helps you with figuring out how to iron it and things like that. This is really simple. It's super classic. And it doesn't require a very robust bedding arrangement or a pillow arrangement. So it can actually keep your costs way down. And our middle tier duvet cover is this striped duvet cover for $85. This stripe that you see on this duvet cover is classic. This is what you will see in your boutique hotels in Europe. That's the kind of bedding that they go with. The stripe is very classic. It's very easy to maintain. It has a little bit of a sheen to it, so it's going to actually reflect the light in your space and help it look brighter. So if you're going with a white duvet and you have light and it has that sheen to it, it actually helps your space look a lot larger. So that's a little hack. Making your space look larger doesn't always have to do with your lights per se. It also has to do with like the type of linens that you put on your bed. So I actually really adore linen duvet covers because they help with the moisture wicking so that the duvet itself does not get dirty, right? Because we don't want to have to clean that. But if you're sweating puddles, right, you're going to have to clean it. So we don't want to make that a regular thing because it's costly and it's time consuming. I love this. It's linen, it's cooling, it's moisture wicking, and some of them, there are different variations of this. So you'll have to look through, but some of them have actually buttons on the bottom. So it has the buttons on the bottom, so you don't have to like zip it or anything in. It has really thick buttons. And what you need to start doing, instead of buttoning the buttons outward so that you can see the buttons, what you need to do is button them so the button faces the inside of the duvet. So it looks like a really nice, clean line, even though there are buttons. I know a lot of people are like, well, zippers are way easier. Yes, but zippers don't tend to be on as high quality of bedding. So look out for this one. So I've already talked about bed pillows, and I'm not going to talk about shams because the sheet sets and the duvet covers actually come with coordinating shams, so you should be using those. You should generally use the sham that comes with your duvet cover or sheet. You can use those interchangeably to kind of mix it up, but where you need to have fun is actually with the throw pillow and the throw pillow cover. And so that's what we're going to talk about next. First, let's talk about the throw pillow inserts. First, we have these Utopia throw pillows, which are 2 for $19. So these are not down filled, they are actually fiber filled. So you get the really plush look. They look like they're bursting at the seams. They look like they're bursting at the seams, but in a good way. Not in a, the fill is going to end up on my sofa type of way. But these are great. They're really nice and plush. When you press down on them, they're going to spring back, which is what we want in a pillow. So these are the pillows that you might put in your sitting room or your library. So the places where you wouldn't be laying down, but you do want a pillow for comfort. Always remember that in chairs, you don't always have to put a 20 by 20 pillow. You can always put a lumbar pillow, which will support you in the lower part of your spine, in your lumbar spine, but will not actually prevent you from touching the back of the chair. Next, I want to talk about the basic home pillows, which are 2 for $37. I know $37 seems like a lot, but remember you get 2 for that price. So these are the pillows that I use in my own home. What I love about them is they have absolutely no scent. Yes, I pick up the pillow and I go to test it for you. I know you're like, ew, Kiva, that's disgusting. You gotta do what you gotta do for science. I mean, come on, I'm a scientist. We gotta do what we gotta do. But they have absolutely no scent. They are filled to the brim. They fill out any pillow magnificently, and they are very comfortable to lay on. Now, what I will say is that if you want your pillow to look really nice and robust, you wanna size up with the pillow insert. So if you have an 18 by 18 pillow cover, you want a 20 by 20 pillow in there. Now, if the pillow doesn't have any give, you're going to have to like channel the strength of Hercules, right, to get the pillow in there. You're going to be punching it and doing it, but once you get it in there, it's going to be worthwhile. So if you're working with fibers that don't have that much give, like a linen or a burlap, only go up one size, right? But if you have something that has a lot of give, so like a rayon or a velvet, then you can go up 2 sizes, right? It's still going to be a struggle, but I promise you it's going to look a lot better. This is going to make it so that it is still comfortable to lay on, but they look really nice and full and overstuffed. This is what we do in the luxury homes. We want luxury bedding, so this is what we're going to do in our homes too. The last pillow I'm going to talk about is this cozy down pillow, and it is 1 for $30. So yes, it is a pretty penny, but it has pretty much any certification that down can have. It is filled with 100% down, and it is very much so like the basic home one. So I'd actually probably go middle tier here, but if you want something with like all of the glitz and glamour, this is the pillow for you. Now that we have pillows, we need pillow covers. The first pillows I want to talk about are by Muley, and they are velvet pillows. These are the pillows that I put in every single client home, and every single client says, Kiva, did you buy these from Restoration Hardware? No, they're from Amazon. So they're 2 for $17. They come in so many colors. I'm not even going to begin to list them, but I will list them: black, gray, blue, pink, champagne, beige, all of the colors of the rainbow and some. So they're fantastic. They have a really good hidden zipper, and they do not have a label on the exterior. Now, if you really want the luxe look, if you want to introduce a new texture, but you don't want real leather, and you just want something that is again going to reflect a lot of that light, which is something that leather and faux leather does, you want this bra warm faux leather pillow. Yes, it's a little bit more expensive, but I have bought pillow covers that have just a sliver of leather in them from a luxury company for like $280. Please don't come for me in the comments. That's how I spent my money. Leave me alone. But these are fantastic. I just put them in a client install just last week, and they feel so high end. They have a little bit of give, but not too much. They do not crease, and they look really magnificent. Last, but certainly not least, I want to talk about this Dom Vitas Boucle pillow cover, which is one for $26. It is boucle, right? So you have that kind of texture that you get from boucle. If it's good boucle, it looks like boucle. If it's bad boucle, it looks like pilling, and this looks like boucle. It comes in white and gray. It also comes in a lumbar size. But if you want to mix up the texture, especially if you have a really simple color palette, this is what you want to do, because you can get that texture while maintaining your color palette. And so when you have a simple color palette, if it's just black and white, if it's all monochromatic, the only way to get dimension is with texture and pattern. And so texture is something that this pillow is going to bring to the table. So what I probably do is honestly buy all these pillow covers and kind of mix and match them on my bed. Okay, so we've taken care of the bedding, and bedding is so important. So now you have all of the tools to create a luxury bedding setup. But if you don't want to stop there, or if you're like, I have all of this bedding, but I don't know if I have the great foundation, you're in luck, because now we're going to talk about mattresses and bed frames from Amazon. Mattresses are the things that can cost you the most amount of money in your bedroom. So the most affordable mattress I want to talk about is this Linen Spa mattress, which is $269 in the king size. So this is a springy mattress, but it still does come in a box. So a lot of these beds are going to be beds in a box, which means they're going to take some time to expand. So do yourself a favor and don't throw away your old mattress after you've ordered this one, because it needs at least 72 hours, sometimes almost 7 days to expand and get rid of all of those smells that we do not want to be inhaling. So this is a fantastic, fantastic option. This is great for someone who wants the springy feel, right, but also wants it to be plush. This is definitely the type of bed that your kid would want to jump on. So keep that in mind when selecting a mattress. Next, we have this Zenith memory foam mattress for $346. Let me tell you a little story about this mattress. My friend had this mattress. I went to stay at his home, and I was like, what is the name of this mattress? Can I take this one? I have to have it. This mattress is fantastic. I was looking at Tempur-Pedic after Tempur-Pedic after Tempur-Pedic and a few Sleep Numbers, and I was really thinking about spending all of that money. Then I slept on this mattress. It's fantastic, memory foam. It really springs back, but you do get kind of a hole. So I will say, if you're plus size and you're the larger size, I don't know if this is the type of mattress you want to have forever, because since it's memory foam, you really do get sunk in. And if you're not rotating your mattress, you might have a permanent hole. So it might not be the best mattress for you. Instead, I'd probably say go with something that's a hybrid. Next, I want to talk about the Casper mattress, which is $895. So we already talked about the Casper pillow, but the Casper mattress is fantastic. So they sell it here on Amazon, and it goes on sale at Amazon. But if you are a Costco member, check it out there, because that's actually where I got mine. So this is fantastic. It is a memory foam mattress, but it really feels to me like a hybrid. This is the mattress that we have actually in our bedroom, and then we have the other one in our guest room. And you don't get like a designated hole or anything like that, which I do appreciate, because we're not small. We're not small people. We're not small people, right? And we're both sleeping in that bed, but you don't get a hole or anything like that. So that's important to keep in mind. I love it. Also, whenever there's a spill on it, it really doesn't absorb it like some mattresses. It kind of stays on the top so you can dab it up, which I really appreciate. And it's really easy to unbox this, and it's not too heavy. I was even able to lift it, and you guys know I can't lift anything. So I really love this one. The second most expensive part of your bedroom also tends to be that bed frame, but bed frames do not have to be expensive, and Amazon has a ton of good ones, and it was so hard to honestly dwindle it down to just these three. First, we have this wingback headboard for $250. Yes, 250 buckaroos, that's it. So this is a wingback headboard, which means that you have the upholstered piece, and then pretty much has these sides that kind of tuck you in. So if you don't have someone to cuddle with at nighttime, don't worry, you have this bed because it's holding you tight. Next, we have these upholstered wall panels, which are a set of 4 for $209 in the large size. So this is not a bed frame per se, but basically what you do is you take these wall panels and you put them on the wall. Obviously they're called wall panels, and you get a headboard, but it's on the wall. This is the type of thing you'd actually see someone do at a hotel. And what you do is you actually pair these wall panels with this Zenith bed base, which is only $90, and you get a really nice sturdy metal bed base, right? You don't have to pay for the surround of a bed, and then you have a really fun headboard, and you can mix and match the colors and make it as tall or as short or as wide as you want it to be. Last but certainly not least, we have this Zenith Misty platform bed for $419 in the king size. I wanted to talk about this bed because it's tufted, and tufted beds are all of the rage. And again, it is a full bed, it has the upholstered sides, and you'll be good to go. My pro tip here, or KB's next tip of the day, is to actually Scotch guard this bed. So before you start sleeping in it, Scotch guard it so that if you have on lotion or anything like that when you get into the bed, it's not going to stay in the bed, because there's nothing worse than putting on lotion or Vaseline and ruining your brand new bed. And since this is tufted, also invest maybe in a handheld vacuum so you can get in all of those nooks and crannies and you don't have too much dust, because I know that that is a concern with upholstered beds, but you don't have to worry about that as much with this bed. Okay, you guys, that is it for today's video. Those were 9 different categories of luxury bedding from Amazon. So no matter what your budget is, there is a product for you in today's video. And if you want to see any of my other Amazon finds, be sure to go check out my Amazon storefront. I will link that down in the description box. If you enjoyed today's video, please don't forget to subscribe and like this video so that I can see you next time. And until next time, have a beautiful day.